What's up guys, so welcome to my Dark Souls 1 Item Randomizer Use What You See playthrough. I got my character created for me here, so I'll just get straight to the opening cutscenes. So yeah, the Item Randomizer mod, in case you're not familiar with it, I'll just run you through it quickly while the intro is running.
Shrouded by fog.
Where do I begin? Well, as you might guess from the name Item Randomizer, it randomizes all the items that you can find in the game. Well, most of them, let's say that. And yeah, it doesn't really, it doesn't do the randomization thing every time you find an item, but like it scrambles all the treasure in the game that's already there. So let's say something like the Swyhander at Firelink Shrine, in its place I will probably find something that's completely different, and the Swyhander will be somewhere else. So yeah, the items will be the same, but they will be in different places. And this mod, it has a couple of difficulty settings that kind of affect how much things get scrambled and stuff like that. And this is the hardest difficulty, called Hollow, which, yeah, is said to be pretty bad. I did actually do a practice run of the game, with the randomizer already, just to make sure that I can actually finish it and I will find all the necessary items that I need for completion. But I didn't kill all the bosses or anything, and obviously I randomized the items again for this run, so it doesn't really, I don't really feel I've gotten any practice. And yeah, the mod, you can find more about it on a Reddit post made by, I need to check the name, Hot Pocket Remix, who I also assume is the creator of the mod. But yeah, I'll put all this info in the description of the video and links to all that you would need if you want to find more about the mod. And I guess I could actually skip the cutscene, it's kind of distracting my talking when there's noise on the background. But yeah, as I call this, use what you see, so I need to use everything that I find. Well, not the consumables and stuff like that, but all the weapons that I find, all the armor that I find, I will have to equip it right away, as soon as I can. Not necessarily in that, next few seconds, but as soon as possible. And when I find new things, I will drop the old things, so there's no way for me to go back to old equipment that I've had. And well, I won't necessarily restrict myself from upgrading my equipment, but of course it's not always very smart to upgrade anything, because everything is, I will hold on to everything for only a short while, so it will mostly be a waste of resources to upgrade every single weapon I find. And also, yeah, I picked Deprived as my starting class, obviously because of the least starting equipment. And some things in the game aren't randomized, as I mentioned earlier. For example, the starting equipment, I will find the club and the wooden shield, as I would on a normal deprived starting class playthrough, and some items such as the Rite of Kindling from Pinwheel and the Lord Vessel from Anor Londo were still there. And also the creator of the mod did state that none of the items can appear in a place, they can't appear behind doors. How should I say this right? For example, a key that you would need for a door, that key can't appear behind the door that you would need the key to open. So, you can't really get stuck with this. I was afraid of the Duke's Archives prison on my test playthrough, but when I played it through, I did notice that, yeah, you find the key to get out of the prison inside the prison, as you should. but it was actually a different treasure inside the prison. So, for the first few minutes there will be no changes to a normal playthrough. So let's just get our Estus flask from here. This time I don't think I'll really stick around to listen to a lot of NPCs. And also this time around, almost fell down. This time around I also won't strictly forbid myself of summoning NPCs to bosses if I really feel stuck. But, you know, I still probably won't do it all that much. And another rule that I was thinking of, that if I do get absolutely stuck in, like, say, at the Ash Lake before I have the Lord Vessel or something, and I have over 100% equip load and I can't move, I have a weapon that I can't use and stuff like that, you know. If I get completely stuck, then I will permit myself to drop all of my equipped items at that point, so if I want to continue from a spot where I feel stuck, I will need to start from scratch when it comes to my equipment. And you know, of course, I'll just pull more rules out of my ass when I feel like it, and when it seems necessary. But you know, at least in the beginning I'll go with that. And as you can see, absolutely nothing has changed so far. The first randomized item in the game is, I think it's a consumable soul, which I forget on like 90% of my playthroughs, right down here. It doesn't have an item. What the hell? Okay, that's confusing. I guess I'll just keep going, because I might have... there might be some fuckery going on. I'll just need to pick up some item. Whoop, accidental Estus flask drinking. Because that would not be good, that if all the... oh well, yeah, there's an item. Okay, this is normally, I think, 3 humanities, but now it's knight armor. Okay, and as I said, I will have to equip it right away. And yeah, of course, the problem with having to equip anything that I find means that especially early on in the game, all of my stats are at 11. Yeah, I will be heavy rolling really fast, and I can't use the majority of weapons or shields in the game, so I really should get my endurance, strength and dexterity up as soon as possible. I did check earlier that, yeah, in order to not go over 100% equip load with the heaviest equipment of the game equipped on, which is all the pieces of the Havel's armor set, Havel's Great Shield and Samo's Great Hammer, I think I need around 60 something endurance to be able to, you know, at least fat roll with them. So yeah, I really should put points in endurance fast. And yeah, I like to use my weapons, so I need stats for those too.
Hello,
I'll just talk to Petrus.
No.
Ah, I still get the copper coin from him.
Oh, so good.
And yeah, I don't really care about the miracles. And yeah, maybe I should think something about sorceries and miracles. Well, yeah, I'm not going to use them, but if I do get catalysts or talismans, I guess I will have to use them as a melee weapon, which of course is not recommended. Also, man, I look fashionable already. And also the use what you see rule of mine. I don't want to feel pressure to, you know, score through... oh great, this is heavy. I don't want to feel like that I have to... can I drop things from this menu? I can't. I don't want to feel pressure that I have to, like, score through a wiki or something and make sure that I pick up every single item of each area. No, but if I run around and remember that yeah, there's an item behind the corner, I will go get it. But if I miss something, then oh well, not that important. Also, it seems I'm already fat rolling. Also, this is going to take a lot of time, you know, just stop and drop everything. Okay, yeah, I'll equip the new stuff ASAP, but I might not drop them instantly, but, you know, like every time I go to a bonfire or something. So much hand armor. I'll do a little score of the graveyard here. Oh, nice. Large titanite shard. And another interesting thing that will get randomized is the embers. So yeah, I might not actually ever get to use that large titanite shard if I don't ever find the large ember. And yeah, this is starting to be really interesting. So I got the Crown of Dusk, which I think damage suffered by magic also rises. Okay, it might not give me like a negative magic defense, magic physical defense, but it definitely gives negative magic defense. And I got Velka's rapier, which I can't use yet because I need like, yeah, more dexterity and intelligence. If I wanted to use everything, I probably should put points in faith and intelligence too, but they are a clear minority, the weapons that require those, so I guess I'll just ignore them. Dropping these. And I guess I could start making my way towards the Undead Parish and see just how far I'll get before I die. Oh, great. It's not like I wanted to do damage. Nope. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I think putting points in endurance before my offensive stats is more important than the offensive stats. Yeah, did I fall? No. Good. Because yeah, even though I couldn't, I mean, even if I can't attack something, I can still dodge around things, but, you know, if I can't move, then, well, then I'm just fucked. Alright, I'll wait for it. I'll try to make it a habit to empty my inventory when I'm at the bonfire so I don't waste too much time. And I think it's also worth mentioning that, yeah, some of the important items do also get their locations randomized. For example, the Covenant of Artorias, the ring that you need to fight 4 kings, which is a boss that you have to, well, fuck, which is a boss that you have to kill. I didn't find it on my test run by killing Sif, as you do usually, but I actually found it down in Blight Town. Upper Blight Town's difficult to climb rafters, actually. So yeah, we'll see where I'll get it this time. Okay, yeah, this weapon is worth nothing to me with these stats. There's some item under the stairs down here. Ooh, a titanite chunk. Also good if I ever find the ember to use it with. I'll try to get the bonfire before I score the place of items. And because this is Dark Souls 1, I actually have to rest at the bonfire for it to count as a checkpoint, so I'm not in the clear yet. Okay, yeah, I should backstab these guys. But at least now I'm, you know, playing on a normal difficulty instead of New Game Plus, so these guys aren't one-shotting me. Okay, now I can actually use the bonfire. Oh right, and I got the... I almost forgot already, I got the Soul of a Hero, which is fucking amazing at this point of the game, because I'll get 10,000 souls right away. Which will be worth 9 levels. Yeah, I guess something like that is good. Now I'll see if I find anything good. Oh, Morning Star. I can actually use it, I think. At least two-handed. Alright, now I can actually kill these enemies. And also, I haven't gotten any drops from the enemies yet, but I also should mention that most of the drops from enemies aren't randomized, because the creator of the mod put it in that way that the drop tables of the enemies are, I think, kind of complicated and are too different from each others with their odds, so it just wasn't going to happen to, you know, actually include that in the mod too. So I can't just keep killing weak enemies and try to get good weapons and stuff from their drops. But I suppose that's understandable. But something like the Ricard's rapier that you get from the man himself, well, that's a unique drop from a unique enemy. That does get randomized. Also, I suppose I won't straight up deny myself of buying equipment from stores, but I think that kind of defeats the purpose of the run, so obviously I'm not going to do it unless I really have to. Ah, there, I got the short sword from the enemy, which is not a randomized drop. These guys do drop short swords anyway, but I suppose I'll still, you know, follow the same rules. So I guess I can kind of bend the rules by killing enemies that I want to get a weapon from, But again, not the point of the run, so I won't stay and farm anything, but if something drops me something, then okay, I'll use it. It will get changed to something else anyway in just a few minutes. Been finding a surprising number of different kinds of titanite chunks already. And more large titanite shards. I don't think there's anything down there. But I think there was something near the merchant. Oh right, and as you probably have noticed by now, the mod does have an option to... well, normally when you find armor sets you find the whole set. And the mod by default, it keeps the armor sets, you know, with the pieces of the set with each other, so if you find one piece of the set, you find the whole set at once. But there's also an additional option that you can toggle that, well yeah, you only find single pieces at a time. Well, I suppose you can find more, but like it's not guaranteed to find a whole set at once. Which I think adds to the experience. I think there was something here, yeah. Oh, fuck. Well, okay. I'm still mid-rolling and I guess I got the heaviest helmet of the game out of the way. Because, as I mentioned before, the items are scrambled, so I can't get these same items again from anywhere else. And so far I haven't gotten any of those, but I was thinking that I will treat crossbows like shields, but I will treat bows like weapons. So, if I get a bow and I don't have arrows, then yeah, I'm not using it. But I suppose buying arrows is fine though. Well, I guess I'm not changing my short sword to another short sword. Boots. Alright, I probably should have bought the residence key. Ah, well, I'll get it a bit later. I'll try to grab the blue tier stone ring from behind the Black Knight. Also, I think the drops of the non-respawning Black Knights, they did get randomized, but the respawning ones at the killing of the first flame, they were treated like normal enemies and didn't get their drops randomized. Also, I got the boots that I didn't put on yet, but I think I'll find some safety before I do. Should be fine here. I got the Black Sorcerer boots. And I really should clean this inventory soon, but oh well. Crystal Lizards, I think they... I think the mod randomized, like, the Crystal Lizard drops, if I could say that. So, like, I might get... Yeah, normally you don't get a Titanite chuck from this Crystal Lizard, but you do get these from some other Crystal Lizards, so those did get randomized, but not like with other kinds of items. Oh right, I didn't get to kill the crossbow dudes up there. I do want to do that before I start the boss fight. It's ridiculous how much easier this feels so far than the aggression mod run. But I guess, yeah, I think the starting area enemies and bosses got their stats like multiplied by 5 or something in New Game Plus. So I guess it's understandable they were difficult to a new character. Also, I didn't even consider in my aggression mod playthrough that I could actually just make Taurus even fall off the bridge, but... or wall, I don't know. But... it seems that he did it first. Okay, let's try this again. But yeah, you can make Taurus Demon just jump down from the edge there if you position yourself correctly, but I've never really gotten used to doing it, so I guess I won't start now. Just plunging attack. Oh, was not meant to happen. Let's see, yeah, I don't think I can climb the ladder right now. But now should be fine. If not, I'm dead. And more plunging attacks. Comes as no surprise that the fight is also easier now that my frame rate is better than like 5 frames per second than it was in the first episode of my last playthrough. I guess an accidental drop is fine too. And yeah, humanities and homework bones that you usually get after bosses, they also don't get randomized. But certain unique drops, as I mentioned, the Covenant of Artorias ring that you would get after Sif, you will get something else in its place. Also, yay, Estak. Let's go see Solaire. And this time, yeah, I won't really stick around to listen to what everyone has to say.
Well...
Oh, I did not mean to say no to that though.
Oh. This pleases me greatly. We are to...
And I think that's all. Yeah. Just sneaking under for now. I guess I could see how much a residence key costs.
Well, now.
Yeah, it's 1,000 souls, that's good.
Thank you, Captain.
So I think I'll get like 1 or 2 more items in this area. Of course, there's a chance that that will just completely fuck me over, but oh well. Yeah, I think it's just this chest. Oh, that was way too early, and I failed. And my Estak changes into Mail Breaker. This is not an upgrade. Let's see. Oh right, there's the one more item up there. I really doubt I can cut the tail of the Drake with this weapon, but I guess I'll try poking him once or twice. This is not how you do this part. I think I have to just stay here and wait for him to get pissed at me and come down. There we go. Yeah, I can't even hit the tail. Bye-bye. Elite Knight Gauntlets. Let's go further in. I don't think there was any items at the under bridge route, but I might be mistaken. Alright, I guess the Mail Breaker being a dagger... Oh, it's a thrusting sword. Anyway, the critical is 120, so... it's not completely useless to me. But I might not want to... Tranquil walk of peace. Okay. That almost went pretty south. Just backstab the boar. Also, yeah, it seems I was mistaken on the aggression mod run. You can just run past the gate if you're fast enough. Doesn't really require the aggression thingy to be on. Normally you get the mystery key here, but this time we get a dragon scale. Okay. Might be good for upgrading some weapon later on. I'm sorry, carving. I really should clean these guys before trying to press onward. But now the positions have reset again, I can just grab my souls and be on my merry way. Unless I get stuck on those guys. Let's see what we'll find in the place of the... what? Night Shield? Yeah, I think it's Night Shield. Twin Humanities and a Purging Stone. But yeah, if I really wanted to just farm for a good weapon, I would kill Baldur Knights until I get the Baldur Straight Sword. Baldur Side Sword. I'm sorry. But as I said, no point in doing that, so yeah. I'll get the bonfire before I start collecting items around here. I think this Parrying Knight or whatever had a randomized... Holy shit! Silver pendant. This is good for the DLC. Yeah, had a randomized drop in the place of its, I don't know, large titanite shard maybe. Yeah, the silver pendant will be really important in the final battle in the DLC, so really good to get it right away so I don't have to go out of my way to look for it. And I'll just grab a level up while I'm down here. Also kind of interesting how all of my equipment slots have changed multiple times already except the shields. I've only gotten the blank shield so far. And oh right, the rings. I haven't gotten any rings yet either. Would be pretty bullshit if I at some point had some really heavy armor on and the Calamity ring to take double damage. And of course I just jinxed it by saying it out loud. I don't think I'm killing the gargoyles with an unupgraded mail breaker, but I guess I'll try. I have no idea what that guy just gave his back to me, but okay. Can I backstab you? I can't even hit you, it seems. And also thinking now how I get the 10 Estus flask from Firelink Shrine. Yeah, another thing that might either make this run more or less difficult is that the Firekeeper souls will also get randomized, so I either will get really good healing really fast or no upgrades to my healing at all, which is pretty much how it went on my practice run actually. And yeah, when I've been talking about my practice run, I should say that I didn't have the use what I see rule. I just tested out the randomizer mod and made sure everything worked. So yeah, as soon as I got good equipment, I just get those on and beat the game with them. Even these hollows will take multiple hits with this butter knife. I guess I'll just pick up some items and maybe get something better. And since I'm here, I guess I could do a quick swoop. Sweepy swoop from New Londo Ruins. There was something behind these stairs. Cracked red eye orbs. Thinking of red eye orbs and invading, I should also again say that I'm playing offline, so don't expect to see messages or any player activity. Transient curses are usually here, but now I'll get Dried Finger. Okay. Another PvP item. Normally I'd go grab the Firekeeper soul from there ASAP, but considering that this time it probably won't be that, I probably don't want to suicide there just yet. I remember there being more items by now in this area, but okay. I guess if I can, I would try to unlock the shortcut, since I made it this far. if I can. There's an item, but I'll come back for it. There we go. This will make my life easier when I come here later. Just copper coins from there. But how about that usually a soul? Brigand armor. So I guess I'm just going to the Darkroot Garden to check out if I find anything better. I'll just skip talking to Andre for now. I don't really have any souls to do business with him anyway. But I'll try to find something from here quick. Light crossbow. Okay, so now I got something that will go in my shield slot. But I don't think I picked up any bolts yet. Also, I can't activate this bonfire yet because these guys. And you can't backstab them. I guess I'll just have to try to push them off the cliff. Just a couple more folks. There we go. Got the maiden gloves while there was some bird-related rockets coming from outside. But still no better weapon. But there should be a couple of items here that I can grab quickly. Brass armor. Well, I guess the lightning pine resin could be useful against the gargoyles. And yeah, I guess I can actually use even the mail breaker with the resin and the gauntlets of thorns. So just equipping those. Making sure, alright, I never equipped the light crossbow and I don't have bolts. I do have the one great arrow, but yeah, I guess this is a good place to stop for now. I got started, I got some good items, I got some bad items. I don't think this playthrough will be very easy, but yay, it will definitely be interesting. So, thank you for watching and I'll see you guys sometime maybe. Bye!